And welcome into the Tuesday edition of the Paul Farrington Show. Paul Farrington joined alongside Andrew Keenan, Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler is joining us from the University of Virginia, the beautiful University of Virginia. We have Mike Rotundo filling in as executive producer today because Zach is a little under the weather, though he's still here in studio, which
we appreciate that.
You know, as always, Zach always shows up. You might hear Jack and I's voices might be a little hoarse today, and that's because we are returning from a trip to Las Vegas. I would say a successful trip to Las Vegas. Financially, we were okay.
It's the most fun I've had in a long time.
Yeah, it was good. And Andrew, I think you might enjoy hearing this real quick.
Well, I'm very excited. That's why I'm here.
By the way, I think I'm still drunk.
I feel horrible.
Andrew wasn't even there.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was there in spirit.
Ziggy, you'll enjoy hearing this too. We were. I needed shoes to go out to one of the bars that we were going to go to. And
you went to Vegas with no shoes?
I went with sneakers. I had sneakers. I didn't have
they don't let you wear sneakers.
You
need nice
shoes. Club Friday night, Diplo was performing.
You brought nice shoes?
Oh, of course I brought nice shoes.
I wore his shoes.
He ended up wearing my shoes.
Yeah.
And I ended up wearing his dad's old shoes. But continue.
No. So we go on this quest to find shoes. Ziggy and I think, have done trips like this before. Maybe it was Ziggy and I. But we're walking over a bridge, and all of a sudden you see these girls in next to nothing with like peacock feathers behind them. You know, as you see in Las Vegas. Yeah, in Las Vegas they do that. And I've been to Vegas before. I know that like these girls, they always want to take a picture with you. They're like, take a picture. I'm like, I don't feel like getting roped into this. Vince, my friend Vince, who's with us, we walk by. I'm like, no picture. And Jack is right behind us.
Oh, I'm sure.
So Jack is behind us with no one else there, and me and Vince are like, no, thank you. We walk by, and these two guys in front of us turn around. They're like, oh, there goes your buddy. And I turn around, and 10 feet behind me is Jack with these two girls wearing nothing, like grabbing at his arms, and he's like, oh, I don't think I want a picture. I don't think I do. And I'm like, Jack, come on. Turn around again, keep walking. And these guys are like, nope, he's really gone. So I turn back, and Jack now there's like multiple families between us, families with young children between me and Vince and Jack and the naked women. And I'm like, Jack, come on. And I can see them say like, how about a picture? And Jack's face goes from straight no to, well, maybe just one. And now I'm yelling across multiple people, Jack, let's go! Like he's a little kid of mine or something. And Vince is also yelling. So finally, Jack's like, okay, I have to go. And as they're pulling his arms back, he's like, no, I have to leave.
So my problem was giving one of them a high five.
Yeah, he gave a high five.
And then my arms were grabbed. But I didn't think that...
Well, what happens if you take a picture? I don't...
They ask you for money.
You say, okay, you take a picture, and I just walk away.
That's not how it works. They rope you in, and it's bad.
I thought it was free. I didn't think I had to pay these girls. I'm like, of course I'll get a picture.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I wouldn't have understood that either. I still don't understand it, and you're explaining it to me.
I realized I probably had to give them like $20-$30 for a picture.
$20-$30?
I would assume.
Oh my gosh! Everything.
That would be a bargain if you could get out of that for 20 or 30
maybe even more.
Ziggy, guess how much a bottle?
So you take a picture with them on your phone.
On your phone,
and they're gonna ask,
and then you have to. What if you just say no?
I mean, here's what happens if you say no.
I could just sprint away.
Listen to Ziggy.
Here's what happens if you say no: is two extraordinarily large gentlemen will approach you and make it clear that you're going to pay the money. Like what it is, you're thinking of this as a business transaction. It's not. This is robbery that the cops can look at and get away with.
This is okay.
This is a scam.
Yeah, but I should have done it though. I'm in Vegas, two pretty women around me. But I don't know why I didn't.
You should have done it.
I should have done it. Yeah. I was about to do it, and I heard Paul and Vince like, "Jack, come on."
That should have been posted on the Paul Farrington Show.
100%.
Ziggy, guess how much? The one bar we went to. Guess how much a normal $30 bottle handle of Tito's vodka costs at this?
At like a liquor store?
Club. Yeah, normally $30.
Was it a liquor store or the club?
No, the club.
Oh, $280.
$140.
$865. 860, and we had three. No, I'm kidding. We did not get the Tito's or any bottle service. $865 for a handle of Tito's. One handle,
and that's not including the tip.
Not including tip. So we were like, where the hell are we? Yeah, first time.
I mean, Friday was.
Listen, the cheaper the drinks are, the more I like the bar.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
No, that's how they get you.
I'd like a nice $1. I'll take a $1 warm Busch Light over that.
Before we get into the NFL talk real quick,
great.
Did you have anything you wanted to remark on, Jack?
Any of your stories?
Yeah, I mean, guys, I cleaned up the blackjack tables in Las Vegas. I really did. And they're going to go to my future bets. The first day, it was funny.
The dealer begged him to walk away.
So
The dealer begged him.
on Friday night,
That's how much you're up?
sorry, Thursday night, we went to this casino called the Paris Hotel. I'm sure everybody knows what it is. One of the bigger ones there. And I'm up $60, $70 playing roulette. And I'm like, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this $70. So I cash it out. And I'm like, all right, 70 more bucks. Then I realized, like, no, I'm not going to stop here.
Yes.
I'm going to go win some more money. So I go to an open blackjack table. And the only one I could find around were $50 minimum hands. I was looking for 25, couldn't find them. So I sat at an empty $50 table with our friend Jacob. And Jacob lost pretty quick because he was hitting on like 17, 18. I'm like,
He had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? So I lasted relatively long.
He's not going to like that.
I got him.
Well, I mean, if you're hitting on 18, you just don't understand how to count to 21.
There's no way you hit on
I
18.
don't know what type of education they're giving you over there.
Jacob was good, but he had one questionable call. It was like a 16, and he hit and ended up losing there. But no, he was good. But I was still there. He ended up walking away. And I was up a few hands. And I was up probably like $100. And the dealer's like, son, I'd walk away if I were you, man. Please. I'd take
There's
the
some
money.
pretty girls over there. That's what he said. He said there are pretty girls there.
He's like, pretty girls over
Leave the
there. Go
table.
talk to them. Keep the money. I'm like, sir, I'm going to clean you. I'm not going to stop at 100, 200, 300, 400. Why would I stop here? I'm winning. And long story short, about 45 seconds later, that money's gone. But the next day, I learned my lesson, got up again, walked away, bought some drinks. And, you know, you live and you learn.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a good time there, and we could get into more stuff from Vegas and for another time.
We got some Friday night club stories we'll talk about off air.
Huge failure, big loser of the night.
I'm just Jack. You know why that dealer told you to walk away, right?
Because I was cleaning him up.
No, if you lose all your money, you can't give him a tip.
I was going to tip him anyway.
Yeah.
Does he tip me when he takes my money?
I'm not tipping no dealers.
I'm not tipping him.
Thanks for flipping my cards.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
tipping
but
that guy.
he doesn't know you're an asshole.
I know, unless listen, I'm sure no one here is at the point where we should be tipping dealers. There's guys in there playing $10,000.
I'm betting $50
You can tip
hands.
the dealers. Yeah.
I'm betting $50 hands. I'm not betting $10,000. You know.
Yeah, if I win $5
$5
grand at a casino, I'll give the dealer $100. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll give him
If
$5.
I
No, I'm
win
not
$60,
tipping.
bucks,
Yeah.
if I give him $10, I has to have my winnings.
Yeah, but this guy takes my money. Sir, tip me. I'm not tipping you.
No, it was very funny watching Jack play blackjack, and he played well. I've seen you play poorly, not poorly, but like get unlucky before. And that's at the end of the day, it's all luck. So it's luckily we didn't lose too much. $50 tables, that's an expensive table.
Yeah, I don't like to play minimums over 25.
But
Same. I was over 25,
there is
I
one
couldn't
way.
find it.
So luck is involved, but there is one way that you could really have made a lot of money this year,
That is true.
and that's by betting on the New York Jets and listening to Andrew Keenan this season because he
tough
is a
numbers, man.
perfect
Tough numbers.
5, 4, 5.
numbers,
What?
man.
Not on the spreads or anything, but 5 or 5 on games they will win or lose. Which is, you guys sat here and laughed at me.
We all did.
We did.
You did.
We
And
sat there and laughed.
Ziggy's Mike. You pulled Ziggy up right there. I think Ziggy too. Like we all laughed at Andrew.
5 for 5. I'm 5 for 5. See, but now I'm in a kind of a moral quandary here. I have them losing next week against Green Bay.
Yeah. So
I
what's the
don't want them to lose.
Yeah, you're not
But I
rooting
want
for
my
it to-
streak to continue. You know what I mean? Even though I'd rather go 5 and 6 and have the Jets win.
So look, you root for the Jets.
But imagine I went 17 for 17. Would that be? I don't know if I'd ever.
What would your record be? 8 and 9, 9 and 8, something like that.
Well, we're gonna be. I didn't predict the last game. I said we're gonna be 8 and 8 going to Miami as a Jets home game and making the wild card.
all right.
You root for the Jets. And if they happen to lose, in the back of your mind, like, I'm 6 for 6.
No, that's not how it works. You see how upset I get when the Jets lose? But I've been on. I think this game's going to be closer. I said, I believe, 47-0. We taped that. I think this will be a closer game, but I do not think we'll win.
I think
Again,
you did
it's,
say 47-0.
yeah, it is Monday, and by Friday, I'll have convinced myself we're going to win. But I do think we're going to beat the Broncos, and I have us losing to them. So that'll be a tough one.
I mean, the state of New Jersey can really troll Green Bay if the Jets win this game. If the Giants and
Yeah,
the Jets
after the
back to
Giants.
back.
Listen, man, we got some young players. Like they've been saying, when you're young and you start winning, you get that confidence that you can win. So
You know, Jets fans really like you, Andrew. We had a little video of Jack's apology that caught some steam over the weekend, and a lot of people were commenting just how they feel the exact same way as you. They're like, at least I'm not the only one who's feeling delusional at the moment. I think someone actually said exactly that.
well, I listen. I speak from the heart. And my heart breaks a lot. The Mets, I know this is football, but they killed me. 7 months, literally 7 months, probably 700 hours spent watching them. Legitimately.
Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. That's exactly what I'm doing. If you can't beat him, join him.
you have it
Right in my face. It's been rough. But
I was rooting for the Mets too.
You were there.
I was there at game 3.
I have a generational quarterback. People will start to realize that. I've seen it. Guy wins. Generational. We look like we've hit on this running back who's a star. Garrett Wilson has looked great. We've got young pieces all over. Sauce Gardner might be the best one out of them all.
Yeah.
Listen, we're a young team. Elijah Vera Tucker, I know people don't, they don't tune into shows to hear about O-line play, but this guy's played 3 different positions in 3 weeks.
Do you think they can go into Green Bay and beat the Packers next week?
I mean, like I said, I'm going to pick the Jets every week.
Ziggy, as a former Jets fan and someone who's
I was never a Jets fan.
Okay, as someone who is related to Jets fans, do you think that they can go into Green Bay and beat Aaron Rodgers? Can they knock him off there? Because the wins they've had, we have Cleveland, we have a depleted Dolphins team.
Well, in the NFL, you play what they put out on the field.
No, I'm just saying.
The Jets were depleted. We won with our backup quarterback.
Who's your other win? The Steelers?
The Steelers.
So you have...
What do you
That's
mean?
a great win.
No.
Steelers on the road.
Right now, we don't have
quarterback. Good win.
This would be a
Browns,
very good win.
That's actually one of the best wins in the last 20 years, how we beat the Browns. You can say, oh, fluke that. We won.
Sure.
We had more points at the end. We play 60 minutes, the Jets.
This was their best game of the
The
season.
Dolphins, okay, yeah, they had a backup quarterback. Yeah, we put him on his ass play 1 and got him out of there.
No, and that's good.
And then we took advantage of rookie.
Look, the way
23-point win.
The way the Jets took care
you
of
take
the
care of
Dolphins,
business, which is something we usually don't do.
That's what you have
after
to do.
Teddy Bridgewater was knocked out, was impressive.
How many times have you seen in the past where a backup quarterback comes in and just runs through the Jets?
Just putting it out there, we were without our 2 top cornerbacks, actually our 3 top cornerbacks. Just putting it out there.
Listen.
No Xavier Howard, no Byron Jones, which our team is built off
Zach
of.
was quick to reach for
Well,
that.
listen,
of
Cornerback.
cornerback.
That, Mike.
Do the 2 top cornerbacks? What do they have to do with our 4 rushing touchdowns?
No, you dominated that game. But wait, let me go back to Ziggy here. Ziggy, the question was for Ziggy. Ziggy, do you think that the Jets can go into Green Bay and beat the Packers?
I'm going to answer this question by telling you a story about what the Packers did this weekend in jolly old England. It's 4th and 1. Aaron Rodgers is about at the 6-yard line. He's looking over at the Giants defense. He has a little tug on his jersey, a little bit like this. And you just know, you've seen this story a million times before, right? The gunslinger's stepping up. He's calling the play, and he's going to light the building up.
Seen it a million times. March right down the field with ease.
Exactly. No, and this is 4th and 1 at the 6. So you just know Aaron Rodgers passing in short yardage situations. Paul, you and I both know as Vikings fans, it's over. Once he sees the play and makes his call, done. Instead, ball bounces off the hands of Allen Lazard, deflected by the Giants. They end up taking a safety, but they win a game, so who cares? Look, Aaron Rodgers, he might be a gunslinger, but he's shooting rubber bullets right now. I do not believe in this team at all. Anyone could beat him. I would not be surprised if New Jersey supremacy wins out.
A win this weekend, I think you have to
can you
start
just
taking
imagine
them seriously.
Why are you taking them seriously now? 3 and 2.
You know what I think?
Who has a better record? The Jets or the Bengals?
The Jets.
You know what I think?
Who has a better record? Oh my God, record. Who has a better record? Jets or the Bucs?
Aren't they both 3 and 2?
Okay, so who has a better record? Neither. We're right there with Super Bowl champs.
Who's a better record, the Bills or the Giants?
Again, like I said, I've been on the Giants. I've said good football team.
I'm fine with the Jets fans being
Chargers
happy.
or Jets? Jets.
We're
fifth in the AFC.
I'm happy for you.
I'm a Jets believer.
And listen,
if they go to
this is the
Lambeau
hard
and
part of
win
the
this
schedule too. I can't wait until we get the Jaguars, who Ziggy, you've been massively wrong about. They stink. Then we get the Seahawks. They stink. Then we get the Bears. They don't even know how to throw the ball.
Well, you have to win those games.
Oh, we'll win those games.
You have to.
the Jets
looking ahead.
I know.
I'm not looking ahead. I look in the moment. I'm 5 for 5.
Nah, New York football's back.
There we
New
go.
York football's back.
I feel bad.
We're
for these
60-minute men out here.
Zach brings up the fact that the Dolphins have players out. Fair. But the Jets took advantage of that.
Thank
beat
you.
them by 20. They blew them out of the water.
Yeah, you have to do that
funny
against bad
If the
teams.
Jets had won this game close with the Dolphins having those guys out, but the Jets blew them out of the water. That wasn't even close.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have to do that
So
against bad teams.
I was impressed by that.
Hey, Michael brought up how New York teams are back. Real quick, I do want to hit on the Giants for a second because that was a really impressive.
The Rams are also 2 and 3, by the way. Super Bowl
Rams
champs.
look bad.
But
Rams
that
look
team's
bad.
bad. That team is
All
bad.
right.
The
Go
Rams
to the
look very
Giants.
bad. Giants. So yeah, they do take care of the Packers in London. We were actually on our flight back during that game, But from
Yeah,
the
Do you have
highlights,
TVs?
I saw
No, we
but I saw
Oh.
the score. I'm like, wait a minute, the Giants won. This game.
we did a double take. We couldn't believe it at first.
I
And-
like the Giants plus the 8, but outright I was surprised.
And we talked about Daniel Jones a week and a half ago here, and the discussion was, can he ultimately be the quarterback of the future for the Giants? And I think that discussion still has.
Well,
a lot.
I think that this actually is one of those things that might be harmful for the longevity of the Giants. I think this their new coach is phenomenal. I see.
Everyone's real quick to give him Coach of the Year right now.
No, I wouldn't say Coach of the Year.
A lot of people are
Well,
saying.
who
that.
else is he competing with?
Robert Saleh. We were projected
All
to
right.
have 0 wins.
All right, Robert Saleh, but who else?
Well, a
Bill
lot of
Belichick working with a third stringer?
No, it's not Bill Belichick.
No, it's not
the
Bill.
it's the 5th week. I'm
What,
not. You can't.
Sirianni's
You
in
can't
Philly?
coin. Or it's going to be the 6th. They played 5 games. I'm only saying that this is bad for the longevity of the team because you might get tricked into thinking Daniel Jones is the guy. This is his contract year, and if you sign him now, look what they did with Kenny Golladay. They literally. I know you said before they would. That guy has the worst contract in the history of the NFL.
We did bring this up on the last
They
show.
have a quarterback they have a wide receiver who's paid. I think he's like top 5 or 10. I don't know the exact number, and he plays 0 snaps. He can't even get on the
I think
field.
he's 4 years, 72 million.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know it's 4 years, 72 million, but
think
I don't know
so.
where it is on the. He stinks.
But yeah, they go to the playoffs.
Yeah, you can't get
You
rid.
take-
Like we said
Right,
this.
on the last show we discussed this.
No, and I say
Does he
no.
resign?
I say no.
And Paul
100
said no.
times.
They're going
I,
to. You
like, I
can't.
said yes.
You have
Ziggy,
to
where
resign.
did you come
I
down
think
on
you
that
have to.
again?
I think he said no.
With Daniel Jones, Ziggy, where did you come down on re-signing him or not? I guess you can't really say it until the season concludes.
Look, if
But the
he'll
Giants'
re-sign with
schedule.
the Giants on a 1-year minimum deal, take it.
He's not going to do that though.
He won't
And-
do that. Although
Look,
you gotta let him go. But right now, so a better question though is
Well,
as opposed
how
to
do you let him
looking
go?
to-
Who's
how do you-
playing quarterback for the
he's-
Giants then next year?
How do you let him walk?
If he makes the playoffs, you're picking 23rd. Who's going to be your quarterback? Hendon Hooker from
No, I
Tennessee.
mean,
You can.
He's better than
there's-
him.
there's
He's an
gonna
old
be
Hokie.
2 or 3 quarterbacks. You can package picks and move up. That's not.
I don't know.
That's not
or
the kind of
sign
thing to do.
someone. I just don't know if you sign him to a big deal if that's what he's going to request. But the better question around the Giants right now is this a team that can compete going into the playoffs? When you look at their schedule right now, again, you can only play the teams in front of you, like you've said.
and it's not that good. Their schedule's
Their
winnable.
schedule's poor. Their defense is very good. Saquon looks, every bit
Listen,
as good
man,
as he used to be.
When it gets cold out, people don't like tackling running backs. So
No, so this Giants team, I think that they can. I don't think they win the division. I think both the Cowboys and the Eagles are going to beat them when they play. Dallas already did, but with the way that schedule is laying out, the Giants seem to be capable of beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. So when we come into December football and eventually into January in the playoffs, I expect this team to be right in the thick of it. And once you're there, anything can happen, especially
Yeah,
when you have a
cold,
good
but
defense and a running back.
You got to be. Before we project them going to the playoffs, I just want to remind folks every single game they've played in this year has been a 1-score game. And we're not talking, these aren't the kinds of 1-score games where you're up like 24 and then a team gets a 2-point conversion off a touchdown, onside kick, gets another touchdown, and then the game ends. Like they've been playing close games. And I have not seen nobody,
go ahead.
Nobody can count on going 80% in 1-score games. Certainly the Giants can. I am not sure the success is going to continue. They've looked good.
Yeah,
but
again,
gotten very lucky.
think
That
about
is
the
the
Vikings.
thing. Like the Bears could have beat them. They could've.
Titans should have.
And Titans should have. That's the thing. That's the
I mean,
counter.
the
That's the
Packers.
counter
I
argument.
guarantee you, if the Packers go back and run that play with that play Ziggy was talking about 100 times, they probably get it 85 times.
This is my fear
With
for
Aaron
you guys.
Rodgers?
This is my fear for you, Andrew.
What's
for,
your
for
fear with
Michael,
me?
For all the New York sports fans
I haven't
right now.
crowned this playoff champ. I've said we're 3-2, 5-5. He's the one crowning.
No, but
I haven't
what
crowned.
I'm worried about for you guys is that you're so excited, and you should be, because I think the two teams have had the worst record in the NFL, tied for the worst
Yeah.
record over the past 5 years.
Yes.
So I understand the excitement.
We hadn't won a game in September since 2018 before this year.
Like excitement is expected and it's embraced.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
just worried that they're playing against teams right now that they normally lose to bad teams. So this season, all of a sudden, you see the Jets and Giants winning games against teams. Do think that the Titans and Packers are good wins, but you're seeing them win these games that they normally lose, and very easily I can see that.
Well,
script
besides the
flipped.
Steelers, we haven't beat bad teams. I know with the Browns win was like
who was the Dolphins quarterback on Sunday?
Skylar Thompson, but it was Teddy Bridgewater. We knocked him out.
It's hard to win in the NFL.
It is
And
hard.
we're finding ways to win. That's all that
no,
matters. Win by 1 or win by 50.
I
a
hope you
win's
guys
a
can,
win.
I hope you guys continue, but I'm just saying
The
that
W's
script can
there.
flip easy.
I'm just saying that listen, Tyreek Hill was still on the field. Jalen Waddle was still on the field. A bunch of those D linemen that are pretty good for the Dolphins were on the field. What's his name? The guy who grabbed Josh Allen's balls. Yeah, Christian Wilkins. He's good.
Scott, is your claim that the Jets beat Teddy Bridgewater?
No. Paul is saying that we don't get any flowers for winning these games. Like he's saying, oh, it's early in the season. Like you might go to Green Bay and then lose by 40. You might go to this team and lose.
I am pretty sure Alabama could beat Skylar Thompson.
I disagree. Listen.
Had anybody in the world heard of Skylar Thompson?
Skylar Thompson would light up Alabama in a heartbeat.
No. Thompson was Kansas State's quarterback last year.
Yeah.
If you put him against Alabama now, I bet you Alabama lights him up.
Shut up.
If you put Skylar Thompson,
Don't forget
Jack.
if you put Skylar Thompson, what's the difference really in this year? Versus like
Jack.
Ziggy has a point.
Jack, he has
Ziggy
no point.
has a point.
If the Miami Dolphins with Skylar Thompson played Alabama, they'd win 280 to 0.
Skylar Thompson would light up Alabama.
You know what you do? He call hike the first round O linemen that were picked, probably some, I don't know, from the SEC, even Alabama. I don't know who their offensive linemen are. He turns around, he hands the ball to Raheem Mostert, and he gets 17 yards of play.
Skylar Thompson.
And then on defense, the Dolphins, I don't care, Byron Jones. I don't care. You can put in a practice squad cornerbacks. They come out and they pick off Bryce Young or Monda.
Milroe's bum ass.
Your team over here.
You like Alabama too.
Okay.
You liked Alabama too. Everybody here was on
I
Alabama.
liked Alabama, but I didn't say Alabama.
We all lost money in
Dolphins.
Alabama.
We all lost money that day.
He's not a college level quarterback.
He's an
in
NFL
the
QB.
NFL.
He started
Thank
in the
you,
NFL.
thank
He
you.
literally started in the NFL.
No, he didn't start.
There's
Well,
nothing.
he was playing in the NFL.
There's nothing about a college QB if you're playing in an NFL game.
And you want to hear what this?
His last action, he was in college.
Well, he was in the preseason where he threw for 5 touchdowns, 36 for 48 were his stats. And I know that because I watch the game. I watch every snap. I pay attention. No matter how hungover I am, no matter how much pain I'm in, I watch. I listen and I learn.
He is a
Unlike you.
Well, you listen. We don't know if you learn. We don't know.
I learn.
He is a slightly better college quarterback today.
Jack.
100%.
Jack.
I agree with Ziggy.
Let me move on.
played at K-State last year.
Let me move
Yeah,
on.
who's
He's
gonna
better
be
than
top-
Mason Rudolph.
He probably is. I'm better than Mason Rudolph.
In the rest of the NFC, Ziggy brought up a good question in our channel today. Cooper Rush won again. So what is he now?
I was saying for
5-0?
weeks he's a quarterback.
You've been all over
The Cowboys
Cooper
won
Rush.
that game because Dak didn't play.
But after you have, all right. After you have
If I was the Steelers, I'd try to trade for Dak then if that's the case.
I would
It'd be
too.
a million times better.
Look, I would too.
After you have the Eagles, that's probably your best team in the conference right now. As much as I hate to admit it, because not a big fan of Philadelphia. They're
Wait,
playing
who's the
great
second best?
football.
The Cowboys?
No, we're saying after. That's the question.
Oh.
Remember? After Philadelphia, who is the second best team in the NFC? And I really think that when Ziggy and I were listing them, you have we have the teams here. You have maybe it could be
It's not
by
the
the end of the
Vikings.
season, the Packers, the Vikings, the Giants are 4-1, Dallas is 4-1.
You're almost there.
You have Tampa Bay.
Nope, almost.
You have San
Yeah,
Francisco.
they're the second best.
And the Rams have been pretty bad, but you know that they're the Super Bowl champions and can turn it on at any point. So you have this gluttony of teams here, and who do you pick? That you go
I
San
pick
Francisco?
49ers, yeah, 100%.
And why is
Because
that?
I
The
think
defense?
that when it comes to playoff football time, from what I remember as a Jets fan, it's all about defense. It's all about, field position. It's about the little things, running the football. They do all that well. I think they're the second best team, but what does it matter to be the second best team after 5 games?
I mean, they lost to the Broncos.
It's a great point.
But look, it's
Okay, but
you can't
They
fault
lost
for
to
one
the
game.
Bears and the Broncos.
they lost to the Bears with that rookie quarterback who should have never been playing in its
Well,
tsunami.
Ziggy, what's your issue with them? Is it Jimmy G?
I'd go Dallas.
Is it Jimmy G, Ziggy?
I mean, it's just, what has this team really shown? They've shown they can beat the Seahawks and the Panthers and the terrible Rams.
I think that they're exactly what
This team
they've
hasn't
been.
proved anything.
No, they haven't improved at all, but they're the exact same team you had last year, which is a team that went to the NFC Championship game.
And also, when
Yeah,
you
the
play
exact
this,
same
who?
team that is Jimmy Garoppolo doing a Dan Orlovsky in the end zone.
Yeah, but you can't play this who beat who. Like, that doesn't work in the NFL. As a Jets fan, and Jack will probably try to do it this year. You say, oh, we beat them, and they beat, like, oh, the Jets beat the Dolphins, and the Dolphins beat the Bills. We're the best team in the AFC. Like, that's just doesn't work like that.
No, but it's not transitive property to say, hey, losing to the Broncos and the Bears is pretty bad.
Yes, I agree.
It's
Like there's no like funky math there. You lost to Russell Wilson.
But Ziggy, to be fair, they do have a very good playoff. Like their team is built for playoff football. But who are you?
I'm
All
not
right,
denying that.
who are
I'm
you
just
putting
saying
above them?
things are-
Dallas is the second best team in the NFC right now.
Cooper Rush
Cowboys.
does not know what a loss is. Cooper Rush is 5-0 in his career.
He doesn't. But
But then you do the thing still. Tampa Bay made the Cowboys look like your college team. Yeah,
They did.
On the road.
Look, you did. Again, one game, first game of the season.
your
And they
college
had Dak.
I said like one of your college teams. That's what the Cowboys looked like.
Look, Dak's also horrible. Dak's a bad player.
But the Dallas defense is tremendous.
The thing is that, that's what I'm going to say, is forget Cooper Rush, forget the CeeDee Lamb, forget the offense. I'm not used to seeing Dallas play defense like they are now. Dallas' defense looks legit. Like they're turning teams over, 3 and outs, forcing teams to punt. They look great.
They can get to the quarterback as good as anyone.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing that from the Cowboys, and they've done it for 5 weeks now.
But I do think that Dak Prescott comes back, this team can be much more dangerous.
There's
Because Cooper Rush,
good-
as much as we like to talk about Cooper Rush being undefeated, and he's come in and has done a very serviceable job. He's made throws when he's had to. Dak Prescott takes that offense to another level, and this could be the best team in the NFC when he gets back.
They have a good offense, and now they're playing great defense. And I'm not used to seeing Dallas play great defense.
Ziggy, would you agree with Jack or Andrew on the Cowboys or Niners?
I don't think so. It's ultimately, if I'm looking for the best team, I think you have to weigh quarterbacks more than anything else. And the fact is even though the Bucs haven't looked quite themselves, you're looking at a strong defense with Tom Brady. You can get a roughing the passer call anytime he wants.
That was ridiculous. That was a horrible call.
Hey, Tom doesn't throw flags.
It might be the worst roughing the passer call in NFL history, but you see it, right? Like he gets a fair tackle. He tries to injure the player who tackled him. That didn't work. He goes over to the refs and starts whining, and suddenly the flag comes out.
Well, I mean, but Tampa Bay is the second best team, though, regardless of how many penalties Tom Brady can get, and we all know he gets them. Do you think that this team right now is the second best, or do you think that's the potential for them to be the second best?
I mean, what you're looking at is a team that, when the players are healthy, we know they can go deep in the playoffs. We know they've got a great leader. And, have they looked the most impressive? No, but at least the teams they've lost to are like the Chiefs and the Packers. I don't know. They're the team to me that's shown they can do the most this year.
If the Cow
to piggyback off, as someone who has supreme NFL knowledge and can see the future from what I've shown.
Yes, allegedly.
When it's all said and done, the 2 games, so the NFC, the championships, no, not championship, the divisional games it'll be San Francisco will be playing the Eagles. That'll be 1 versus 4.
Okay.
And then Tampa Bay will be playing the Cowboys. And that's how it's going to go. That's how it's all said and
Dallas
done.
Will go on the road and beat the Vikings in Minnesota in this situation here?
The Vikings stink. Kirk Cousins is prime time.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Listen, you beat up on the Bears. You're up 21, and then that coach who doesn't know what he's doing, he starts blowing.
Vikings are the worst second half team in the NFL.
Minnesota playing in Minnesota, they find ways to get it done.
Why are they playing in Minnesota though?
Because we'll be division champions.
Why? Who's saying that?
I am.
Oh, okay. So that's where you're wrong.
And I'm seconding it.
I think San Francisco's going to go into Lambeau and win there, as they will be the divisional champions.
Oh,
I think Green Bay wins the NFC North.
Yes, and then the Vikings will lose to the
Rams.
Bucs. The Bucs.
What about the Rams? Someone has to win the NFC West if San Francisco's going on the road.
Yeah, the Rams will. Okay, so
he's all over the place.
Okay, no, I forgot it.
What are the Steelers? Where do they fall into it?
The Steelers will have the first pick. Second pick.
Will Anderson.
We'll have more predictions for later. But all right, so you got San Francisco, Andrew.
My mind is scrambled.
Jack, you have the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think week 1, the only reason Tampa won is that bum number 4 play quarterback.
I have one gripe that when you could go through this, but it has nothing to do with this. But
you have a gripe?
I have a gripe, just an NFL gripe.
Okay, well, why don't we do this and then we can close? But we can close with your gripe.
Okay, so I'm pissed about it too, and Michael backing him up a little bit.
Recording in progress.
You'll see the gripe.
Okay.
I'm pissed.
Well, go ahead.
Should I say it?
Yeah, say it, please.
If I see one more damn mock draft on Twitter or Instagram, well, Instagram stole my Instagram, so I haven't seen it on there, but on Twitter, that has the Jets projected to pick 2nd, the Giants projected to pick 4th. Bro, this is your one job to put out graphics. Update the graphics. Panthers, Steelers, move them down there. Get us out of the top 10. We're not picking in the top 10. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see these dumb mock drafts with the Jets picking 2nd. just D-tackle from somewhere. We're not doing that, so stop.
Jets do pick top 10 this year. You're right, they're not picking 2, but they are picking top 10.
Oh, I'll bet you they pick top 10.
This is
I'll bet you. I'll bet you right now.
Andrew, this you bring up that Steelers win. You came back and won. The Steelers are bad, and they had you beat.
Okay.
Our rookie quarterback
Stop.
gave you the ball at the end of the final 5 minutes.
So, we'll
Just
bet
for
right
a bad
now.
team.
We'll
Like,
bet
they beat
right
the
now.
Steelers.
Top 10. Top
They
10. What
beat
do you
the
want your bet
Steelers.
to be?
They beat the Kansas State quarterback.
What do you want the bet to be?
That the Jets pick top 10?
Yeah. What are we betting?
Whatever you want.
I'm
a betting man. You know that.
Okay,
Whatever
this is
you
what
want.
we'll do.
You will pick top 10.
Whatever movies is in theaters at the time.
Okay.
Like, so right now it would be the Mario movie or whatever the heck that comes out.
Okay.
You have to wear a full, like, costume, basically. So, like, say it was a Mario movie, you'd have to wear a full...
Wear a Mario costume.
Yes, like a full Mario costume, and you need to, like, have what is it called? A bucket of popcorn, what would it be called? A bucket of popcorn. Someone takes a picture of you, and I want you posting it on Instagram being like just all the other person will think of the caption. It'll be something like, can't wait for the Mario movie, like something like that. That you have to do. So you have to walk through the Palisades.
Winner gets to pick the movie, though. Winner gets to pick
Yeah. So you have to walk through like the Palisades Mall in a Mario costume with your mustache on and everything, and sit and watch the whole movie.
And if the Jets pick top 10, you do the same thing.
Yes, that's the bet.
Deal? Okay.
Or if you want to change it, I'm even no, I'd rather have that because I know the Jets aren't picking.
Because you should be 1-4, and eventually you'll lose these games that you should lose.
I love this. Yeah, this is exactly what I've been.
Tell me I'm wrong. They should be
that's
1-4.
the theme of the show. Is that the New York people gotta be careful.
That's what I'm saying.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
All right.
Sometimes you just
you're
find
right.
these teams that learn how to win.
You're right.
All right.
You're right.
There's our show for you.
We'll see.
The Ziggy gets to go make dinner. We get to go home and do.
I'm gonna go drink at AB&G.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Right from Vegas to the bar.
I gotta call trivia.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning into this edition of the Paul Farrington Show. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. And we'll be back with our Week 6. Wow, already Week 6. Incredible. Our Week 6 preview episode this Friday. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.